Hey Fish fam, this is Nikachu, Merfolk Master, and we are back again today with another fabulous edition of Uro Merfolk in Modern. You want to see how well this card that is very likely going to get banned would work in Simic Merfolk? Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to find out. We lost it. I think we lost the die roll almost every single match, which is totally fine. We did okay. I think this hand is a bit weak though. I'm gonna mulligan it. I mean, it's a lot of lands, but I mean, we have nothing to play with them. This hand's better. We can keep. I'll just dump the Force and Negation. We barely have any blue cards. It's a pretty good Uro hand, I would say. Turn 1 Speaker, turn 2 Branchwalker. Swamp! Go for it. Enjoy. So if this isn't a okay, so hopefully this looks like a good matchup if it's a Thoughtseize Inquisition deck. Monogreen Merfolk. With an Uro. Ooh, they took the Branchwalker. They see the danger. Danger's on the way. I should have played Waterlog Grove first, even though it deals the damage to me, because now I have 0% chance of it casting this thing. Oh, we're up against Rakdos Shadow, hopefully. Hopefully. Oh, no, we're not, because there's no Lurrus here. It's just Rakdos. Well, whatever. We ground this deck out to nothing. Oh, I missed out on my opportunity. The opportunity, people. I attack you. I could have a pump spell in this deck. I'm a weird deck. This deck is weird. Alright. Not weird enough, apparently. Okay, let's see if we can grind out this stupid thing. This is tough deck. This is a tough card to beat. But maybe Uro can prove something. Oh, it would have been so helpful if we had this Master of the Pearl Trident out first, though. Inquisition and a Swamp. The thing is, like, taking this Uro is not good. You can play the Swamp? You may play that card. Busted. You threw away another one of these? Hey, MF slapped. Channeler is too sweet of a card. I think this is a bit stupid. I think it would have been good enough as a 1/3 creature that discards and exiles the top 2 cards of their library. The fact that it could become a 4/4 creature, I think that's fire design right there. That's fire design. Our fire, look at the fire design on this card. Not very fire design in my opinion. Gets +1/+1 as long as I have other conditions that it needs to meet. That is bullshit. Okay, here we go. Huh! Is this the right move, or should I play Uro immediately? They probably can deal with it though. Jaylight Ranger. That's right, we're getting the value out first. I mean, next turn I could go Uro into Master of the Pearl Trident, so I think this line is fine. And this guarantees that I draw some cards. Or I guess it doesn't guarantee, but like it increases the chances, or I have a very big creature. Oh, definitely put that in the graveyard. That's garbage. And we did draw something, so nice. So we can go Uro into Master of the Pearl Trident next turn. Please play Scourge of the Skyclave so I can just axe it. Oh, Liliana's gonna tick up though. Or maybe not, I don't know. Oh, they put Croxa, so it's gonna be one of those battles. The battle between Croxa and Uro. Go for it. You want to feed my Uro? Yeah. It's probably their best line. Otherwise, if they take Uro, I'll just discard land. I think we need to maximize the graveyard for when Croxa is coming. All right, I've almost dealt with everything. I do have to deal with this Liliana the Veil, though. Otherwise, they just go Edict and... But we have beaten Croxa and Liliana the combo before. Look how we've played against this deck twice. This is the second time we're up against this deck. We completely crushed them the first time around. Okay, we can get Commander Speaker and Uro out. That's pretty good. Let's thin the deck. Actually, do we want to thin the deck? Sure, let's thin the deck. Sort of don't want to draw lands. Or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I do want to draw lands. What land do I get here? Because I'm sacking this eventually. Well, if I'm sacking it eventually, I guess it doesn't matter what I have. Don't cling to dust me. Just don't do it. We're not exactly a deck that wants to actually cast... Yeah, we're not. That's why, like, exploring it into the graveyard is great. We did that against the Stoneblade deck. Or on top of our deck, no problem. We just dump it into the graveyard. I mean, it's okay. I like, you know, we say we don't... I agree with you overall. Like, we're not... It's not that beneficial to us to cast the front half. It might be not that beneficial to any deck unless they need the mana. When we're up against Burn, if we're up against some prowess deck, we might want that 3 life. You know, just rip Uro off the top and gain 3, then gain another 3. That's not too bad. I'm not sure what our opponent has available, but... Oh, actually, they're not ready for Croxa yet, are they? No, you're not. So they're lacking a land here. So we might get our thing out before they do. They discard a lightning bolt, which means you are gonna die, Kamena Speaker. Actually, I'm not even scared of them like edicting the Uro, because we can... Looks like we can just cast it again. What? Not. Well, I guess this thing's gonna die, so. When they discard a lightning bolt, that means Kamena Speaker is not long for this world. Interesting. What's going on here? Yeah, of course you have Fatal Push. Okay, that's fair. That's fine. So we've got reinforcements one way or another. Do I want to put this in play, or do I want to keep? No, I need food for the second Uro, so if you edict, that's fine. Okay, pass. Okay, Liliana versus Magmatic Chandler. And a Liliana the Veil. They found another Chandler and a land. They might want the land, right? So they can Croxa here? This game's gonna get interesting really fast. It's gonna be Uro versus Croxa, and we all know from experience on this channel, Uro's won the battle over and over again. Okay, goodbye, Uro. Sorry. It wasn't meant to be. Oh, they're gonna get a second one. Interesting. Okay. So you're hoping for infinite removal spells versus my Uros. Do I want to thin the deck or not? I don't know. Fuck! Oh, well, I can feed it to Liliana, I guess. I'm getting in the forest because eventually we're going to crack this Waterlog Grove for something. Okay, with 2 of these, I guess their plan is they're going to keep Uro at bay all the time, no matter what. Pass. I'll throw the Ether Vial away. I might also need to start filling up the graveyard. All right, Uro's going to get a free turn to attack. He protect and he attack, but most importantly, he gained life back. I guess another problem is we have to beat these things. I will dump. I think I want to dump the Uro. Because Lord can protect me from an edict. I don't know if it's going to be that important, but... Okay, more I look at it, the worse this position is. This is actually not a very good position. Because they can just double block with channelers. More Uros, huh? Oh, I have to keep one, yeah. I'll keep this one. Do I want to attack to get rid of one of these stupid channeler cards? Or even their Croxa is not too bad. Certainly Lord of Atlas getting... Like, I can get this Uro back again. There's no problem. And if they attack with Crocs, it's not a problem. Maybe I have to start whittling away these stupid channeler cards. Alright, let's attack Liliana. And for all I know, I have Trickster in my deck. I could just shrink one of these to like a 1 whatever and kill both of them. Or I guess I can't kill both of them. I can only kill one, but it would be a bad block. Okay, I've beaten Liliana the Veil, Croxa, and one of these, but I've never beaten 2 of them. He protect. He attack. Oh, these were donuts. It's good for us. So we can get Uro back next turn. As usual. That is an interest. I guess that's it's a shitty spot for our opponent, because now I can attack this Liliana for 3. Let's see if I even draw a Merfolk, like a Lord. If I draw a Lord, we kill Liliana, and then we just take over the game from there. Well, maybe not. I don't know. But without Liliana on the battlefield to threaten Uro, I'm feeling pretty comfortable. Anyway, we're gonna take a huge chunk of damage. It's all good. Uro's gonna even the odds, in my opinion. Do I have a basic left in my deck? Can't remember. Anyway, we'll find out in a second. I think I have a basic. Fuck. Okay then. That's how that story goes. But we'll keep one Uro in the graveyard anyway. Come on, Lord. That's a garbage card. I love Merfolks. That was my first constructed deck in Modern 10 years ago. Way different than today, of course. Yes, it looks completely different. Okay, attack Liliana. Have to deal with this edict nonsense. Let's see what our opponent does. If they tick Liliana up again, still gonna feed the Uro. Uro gonna get food. Oh, I should just clear that. We're not using the edit com anymore. Just have nothing. Okay, they found Fatal Push. That sucks, because the Uro's gonna die. So now we gotta work hard to... Oh man, of all the cards, do they really have to find Fatal Push? Like, that's the only thing we care about. Can't you find, like, a nice Lightning Bolt or something? Okay, Uro down. Oh, thank you very much, Tuxdev. So we're gonna take 9 from this Croxa. That might have been a good spot to just be defensive with the Croxa, because I'm going to kill the Liliana. I mean, it's not a bad spot to do this. Maybe I'm just... Well, yeah, maybe I'm just going to die before I can do anything. Okay, let's sack. Ooh, I could have used that a while ago. I can play Jade Light Ranger, but I'm not going to have the resources. I got a land. Yeah, I'll put this in the graveyard, because that feeds the Uro. Kill Liliana. Pass. And we can get a breeding pool with Misty Rainforest, that's not a problem. What are they smoking? This is not lethal at all. What do they... Oh, maybe they have something good in hand. They're gonna kill the creature. Damn it. So they attack, make us discard our only interaction. Oh. What? Because I can take the 6. Or maybe they have Lightning Bolt in hand? What's going on here? Oh yeah, they have Bolt. Okay, concede. So 2 Magmatic Channelers could do it. It was close. It was close. If Prismatic Vista had something to find, maybe we could have won. Okay, we're going to bring in the Shaper Sanctuary, and we're going to discard the... get rid of Force Negation. That's about it. That's what worked very well last time. Hand is gas. We'll keep. We'll go Sanctuary first turn, turn 2 Silver Gilladap. We'll get that Jade Light Ranger online. We get that Uro in play. Okay, this is going to be a completely different ballgame, opponent. This is going to be a completely different ballgame. I have Pearl Trident in here. That's actually going to be a good Thoughtseize. It's going to hit our Silver Gilladap. And I don't have any chance of casting... Oh, they took the Pearl Trident? That's awkward. I don't think that was the right move. Maybe they have... Oh, maybe they brought in Plague Engineer. They took... You know what? Cactus of Ishmok, they're so convinced that... Like, you didn't take... You removed Master of the Pearl Trident? It's so powerful? They took it over my Silver Gilladap. Okay, the stupid Channeler is back. And it's as annoying as ever. I can play 2 things here. I can play Uro and Jade Light Ranger, or I can just play a juicy Jade Light Ranger. I don't know what's the best theory. I mean, I think I want this thing on the battlefield more than anything. This is value 2. I'm just wondering, should I get some lands for this juicy... You know what? Let's put in the graveyard. I'll put that on top. That's fine, I guess. That's actual value. I hope to draw cards like crazy in this game. So I'll play Uro. If we don't draw land for Silvergill Adept, I'll just play Kavena Speaker. Not a big deal. I'm not playing Wild Growth Walker. I'm a little too concerned that it's just gonna die. Maybe it won't die to everything. Maybe it's fine versus prowess. They'll have to use up a lot of resources, but I think it's a bit too cute. That's my problem. But there was within the Merfolk community Bishark's lit. Like Bishark gave me this idea of the explore creatures, but in his build he was playing with Wild Growth Walkers. Sure. So now do I even do this? Maybe I should just... So I have to discard something. I could just discard the Uro. That's probably okay. I'm drawing a bunch of cards next turn anyway. Here's the deal, Jenny. Fix it. I cannot beat this deck. I cannot beat this deck. This card, I cannot beat it. I cannot beat the deck in general. Same thing with Shadow. This is my only hope, as far as I'm concerned. And it single-handedly manhandled our first round opponent. Just obliterated them. Okay, how far am I here? A little bit far. Okay, I'm gonna cast the Silvergill Adept first. And I guess... Fetch land A. So we'll have Uro available next turn. Okay, I'll attack for 4. Which is nothing to sneeze at. And if they Fatal Push or kill anything, we draw cards. Let's not forget about that. Pongify is a bat. I don't know. Are you guys trolling me at this point? Are you guys trolling me? Keep hearing the same stuff. Oh, yes. Oh, the value. You think that's value? This is value. I'm gonna draw cards all day off of this thing. Huh. Okay, I was gonna play Kavena Speaker, but now I guess it just makes more sense to play Master of the Pearl Trident. And next turn I can play Uro and our Kavena Speaker on the same turn. I don't know. Oh, they didn't know. They ate our... Okay, so they cling to dust this game. So now we got to try to win with just our creatures. We're not doing too bad, except that this Channeler is really big now. But they have no cards left. Okay, that's nice. So I get to draw 2 cards off of Waterlog Grove. Okay, we need 1 Lord. A Lord would be nice. That's not a Lord. Do I just go wide and attack for 6? You are going to be a problem, aren't you? I have to deal with Croxa next turn. Why can't you protect my graveyard? It's interesting. They don't... all of a sudden, they don't really have a whole lot of removal spells. You had removal spells game 1. I could dump this to Croxa, because I don't know if I need more than 1. Attack for 6, go to 9. Play Crocs. I think I gotta just hold back. I'm about to take a huge chunk of damage in the next few turns. So I have to draw something good. If I draw a Lord, it would be okay. Because if I draw a Lord, I can at least attack with all my non-Lords and at least trade with Magmatic Channeler. By the way, I'd like to see you pilot Soul Herder. Nah, Soul Herder is just not the deck for me. I know it's like it's a big blinking deck, but I just don't care for it. Interesting, they shrunk the Channeler, so now I actually can attack into my opponent. I didn't think about that. Croxa will shrink the Channeler. Oh, now I draw you. So I can attack for 12. Yeah, this seems like fair game here. So they chump block 1, take 4. Or maybe I should have attacked with the Lord. Because you block the Lord, take 12, go to 3. Then you're in like no position to attack at all. Okay, we figure out how this goes. Because they're still in a situation where if they draw nothing, they're dead. Actually, I could double block this Croxa too. They still have... No, they don't have Cling to Dust because they need to escape a bunch of cards. Okay, I would like to offer you a sacrifice. Please take my sacrifice. So I don't dot a lightning bolt this time. It would have been cool if I drew an Uro there. Fuck off. Okay, we're dead. That's another problem. Engineered explosives is also very popular now. Oh, but it killed their Croxa, so that's a bonus. Okay, the game still goes on. I thought the game was snap. We were just snap dead right there. Fetch. Can they get Croxa online immediately this turn? Man, we need Uro. Where's my Uro to save me? Yeah, you don't have enough yet. What do they have in their hand? Lands? This fetch land does nothing for me. Please have a 2-mana removal spell. Fuck! They're drawing well. Better than us. I don't know what we can draw now. I don't know. Because I don't have anything to give to the Croxa god. The god of Croxa. Even if I draw Uro, it doesn't do anything. I have 2 Shaper Sanctuaries, and we drew 1 card off of them. They sideboarded in a way that there's like no removal spells post-board. Maybe that's a way to play around Veil of Summer. They sideboard in a way that plays around Veil of Summer, and it also plays around Shaper Sanctuary. Okay. What can I draw? Like, I guess a card, like an actual card, and sacrifice it to Croxa? Oh my god. Okay, so we draw Uro, discard Croxa block, as prophesized by Phelps-san. I guess that's how it's gotta be. You better not fucking have another removal spell, I swear. I mean, the deck is full of removal, I understand, but... if I cast Uro and I don't draw another card, I probably die. Actually, you could be right. What was the downside to casting Uro? Maybe there is no downside. Fuck. I was losing anyway. Well, that's too bad. That was a matchup we were hoping to kill with Uro, and then we ended up losing anyway. Well, that's not good. When it's a matchup that we built this deck to beat, we did crush one Rakdos deck really hard, but the second one wasn't so good. Oh, you know what we could have drawn near the end? Collected Company. Collected Company would have been fantastic. You could have gotten there if you drew something there. So what I play... Oh yeah, if I cast the Uro one, is the game still open? Yeah, we were gonna draw Merfolk. Okay, so I fucked up. I was gonna draw Merfolk Branchwalker, so we cast Uro. My fear was that if I drew nothing... No. Oh, come on. Does it actually work? Okay, so I was playing around... Okay, my fear was that if I draw nothing, I snap lose. But if we draw something, I think I still like my line. No, if I draw nothing, I lose, because I would take 3 damage and lose. I don't know if my opponent has another one of these. Like, if I keep Uro in hand, I'm guaranteed. Oh, Uro heals, that's right. Okay, I screwed up. What was coming after that? Show me more cards. I want to know. This game could have been even more still interesting. Oh, it's not letting us show the rest of the game. Okay, maybe that game... Okay, I screwed that up. In the end. Playing with Uro is tough. Because if I play the Uro, I gain 3 life, and I have room to, like, lose 3 life to Kroxa anyway. So I could have been super out of range to this Kroxa. It's just that easy. If I just cast the Uro, I'm definitely gaining 3 life. That's too bad. Really close match. Really not really close match. We were down a game. We still had a lot of room to try to win. Okay, so upside, Uro does help grind against these decks. Definitely does. I mean, I will say this much. I usually just completely lose to that Rakdos deck. Uro made it a game. Like, that was a real game. And now it was like, really, in some ways, it was my game to lose. So, Uro, great in that way. Downside to this match, this deck so far, crappy interact. Well, I don't know if it's crappy interaction. Like, against Death and Taxes, I sided in this enchantment hate and stuff, and we had nothing to target. Like, they just played a bunch of Flicker Wisps and a Giver of Runes, and this artifact enchantment stuff didn't have any effect. They didn't play Aether Vial, they didn't play Stoneforge Mystic. Maybe this is overrated? I don't know. Like, I have it in here. Well, I have it here for prowess as well. But it's very clear that my opponents were playing around Veil of Summer by playing as many copies of just cards that don't have to target my creatures. Things like, well, Engineered Explosives, for example. So there wasn't as much like creature target stuff as I expected. It was dead, more or less. I drew 2 of them, and I only got 1 effect out of it when they Fatal Pushed my Jadelight Ranger a long time ago. Maybe if they had a different hand, it could have been a different game, but they didn't. And like Liliana the Veil doesn't... I don't get any benefit from Liliana the Veil. I don't get any benefit from Cling to Dust. I don't get any benefit from Kroxa. I don't get any benefit from Seasoned Pyromancer. I don't get any benefit from the Channeler. It's only like Fatal Push or Lightning Bolt, so maybe this card is overrated in that particular matchup. But I have it here for... Well, I have it in here for prowess as well. If it's overrated... Maybe I should be playing with Chalice of the Void. Maybe that's just the better card. And then I would have better combo... Maybe I'd have slightly better interaction versus combo matchups. And it's like, Chalice of the Void is still good against... what's it called? Chalice of the Void is still good versus... like, prowess. Although I don't know if I would bring Chalice of the Void into this matchup. If I don't have... What would I bring it? Versus Rakdos and Shadow. I don't know. Maybe it just didn't turn out very well. Outside of that, I think against the fair matchups, I like the look of this. I still like the look of this. I think it's quite strong. Collected Company is nice. I'm not sold on it. It could be something else. Could be another piece of interaction. Maybe not necessary. This could be... But it's just something to use up our mana, right? Maybe this should be Cryptic Command. Maybe we could play Cryptic Command in this deck. as a way of pushing damage and also interacting with our opponent. And we do get a lot of mana with Uro, right? Is the goal of the deck aggro early and protect creatures? The goal of the deck is to grind out removal, because I am having a really hard time doing that in Modern right now. Against Shadow, against that Rakdos mid-range deck. Look at that. They had enough stuff to beat all my Explore creatures, my Uro, and even a Shaper Sanctuary. That's the goal of the deck. And I think I can still get underneath Uro decks, no problem. I think I sacrifice a little bit against combo, but I'm hoping that these cards help a little bit. Hope these cards help a little bit against combo, and these 4 Deprive. Maybe Deprive is not the best counterspell in this deck. It's an all-around good counterspell. Anyway, well, that's it. I will probably explore this deck a little bit more, but so far, honestly, results are just like mediocre. I got a 3-2 yesterday. I got a 2-3 this league. Not very... So far, nothing too exciting. I think the matchups against... I think the matchups where I have to grind out removal are overall very good, though. And Uro is shining. But in matchups where I need to interact a little bit, like combo matchups, I might not have enough. Got to shave on some... Maybe shave on Company. Maybe Company is just a little too much. I'll think about it. Maybe Cryptic Command changes this deck around. And I don't need Spreading Seas for that. Those Rakdos decks are surprisingly dependent on having the right colors. If you want to dunk on them, maybe Spreading Seas. I disagree. I think Spreading Seas is very good against Kroxa, but I think the rest of the deck doesn't care enough about Spreading Seas. They still play a lot of spells that are only 1 mana. I think they curve out pretty easily because of Magmatic Channeler. So if I don't kill Magmatic Channeler, they'll just find lands. They just discard useless card, find lands. Discard useless card, find lands. That Channeler card is hard to beat. They just find whatever they want. So if anyone has any ideas for the sideboard, improving the deck, or even maybe I should playtest this again, but with maybe with Cryptic Command instead of Collected Company. Maybe that would give me enough interaction. Although Cryptic Command is slow, I could consider it. Let me know. I'm open to all ideas. So anyway, we're going to keep streaming today, but for everyone on YouTube, that's our deck for today. We're going to thank all my patrons and Twitch subscribers for supporting the channel. We're also going to thank our sponsors, the ManaBase.com and Mana Traders. This has been Nikachu, Merfolk Master, playing Uro Merfolk in Modern.